Hello students, this is our 14th chapter Ecosystem and Energy Flow. In the previous part of the video, we were studying about a very good topic, that is we were studying about nutrient cycle. So in this cycle, we studied that in the earlier classes only we have studied that all organisms need a constant supply of nutrient to grow and reproduce. The amount of nutrient such as carbon, nitrogen, phosphorus, calcium, etc. present in the soil itself varies in different kind of ecosystem on a seasonal basis. These nutrients, which are never lost from the ecosystem, are recycled indefinitely. The movement of this nutrient element through the various component of an ecosystem is called nutrient cycling, and this nutrient cycling has another name, that is biogeochemical cycle. Here essential elements, essential means everything which is very important for the growth of all the organisms including plants, animals, etc. They are cycled from abiotic to biotic world and then again back. So in that we studied about types of nutrient cycle, and then we came to know that there are two types of nutrient cycle. The first was gaseous and the second was sedimentary. The reservoir for gaseous type of nutrient cycle is the atmosphere, and for the sedimentary cycle the reservoir is Earth's crust. The function of the reservoir is to meet with the deficit which occurs due to imbalance in the rate of influx and efflux in an ecosystem. Influx means internal, efflux means external. Moving to the next slide. Carbon cycle. So this is a very important cycle. All life forms on earth are carbon based because carbon is the main component of all the organic compounds of protoplasm. कार्बन जो है वो मेन कंपोनेंट है ऑफ ऑल द ऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड्स ऑफ प्रोटोप्लाज्म. इट कॉन्स्टिट्यूट्स 49% of dry weight of organism, a very important point. And then if we look at the total quantity of global carbon, अगर हम लोग पूरे global carbon की total quantity को देखते हैं, we will find that only 71% carbon is found dissolved in ocean. In an only ocean, from ocean only we will get 71% of carbon. This oceanic reservoir regulates the amount of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Then we have seen the diagrammatic view of carbon cycle, that from sunlight to photosynthesis, and then after the photosynthesis the carbon enters into an organic carbon. Organic, why we called it organic? Because it has been produced from the organism decay or the dead organism and waste product from the biotic components, and they all will form a fossil fuels. Then fossil fuels will help in the root respiration. Going up, this fossil fuels will help in root respiration, and then again to human uses. Human uses include industrial, commercial, residential, automotive, emission, and then again it will enter into the human and respiration process. And if it goes above the atmosphere तो वो atmosphere में CO2 बनाता है, and उसके बाद the cycle goes back to the photosynthesis again. So this is the carbon cycle which goes round and round like a circle, and that's the reason it is called as cycle. Moving to the next slide now. Carbon, that is a part of rocks and fossil fuels. We all know carbon क्या है. It is a part of rocks and fossil fuels like oil, coal and natural gas has been away from the rest of the carbon cycle for a long time. कार्बन एक पार्ट है रॉक्स का, फॉसिल फ्यूल्स का. फॉसिल फ्यूल्स क्या है? जो which we use as oil, coal, the natural gases including CNG. This has been away from the rest of the carbon cycle for a long time. These long-term storage places are known as sinks. Clear with this? What is sinks? Then, when fossil fuels are burned, carbon that has been underground is released back into the air as carbon dioxide. Now, फॉसिल फ्यूल्स अगर बर्न किए, क्योंकि कार्बन को साइकिल में ही रहना है, वो आउट ऑफ साइकिल नहीं हो सकता, उसे साइकिल में ही रहना है. तो अब जब हम लोग ने ये कार्बन को बर्न किए, तो कार्बन कौन से रूप में हमारे एटमॉस्फेयर को वापस मिलेगा? तो कार्बन that has been underground is released back into the air as the CO2, that is the carbon dioxide. Clear with this? Moving to the next point. The element carbon is a part of sea water. जो एलिमेंट है हमारा कार्बन, ये कार्बन is a part of sea water or the atmosphere. Rocks such as limestone and coal, charcoal, soils, as well as all living things. Moving to the next slide. And up now we will study what are the uses of carbon and how it is found one by one point wise. So the first point is carbon as CO2 moves from the atmosphere to the plant. As CO2 moves from the atmosphere to the plant, carbon as CO2 moves from the atmosphere to the plant, we all know, through the process of photosynthesis. Carbon dioxide is pulled from the air to produce food. Next point. Carbon move from plant to animal through food chain. Carbon plant से, that is हमारे producers से, animals, that is the consumer तक कैसे जाता है? Through a food chain. That is the carbon present in plant moves to the animal. That is जो कार्बन प्लांट्स में प्रेजेंट है, इस तरीके से वो एनिमल्स में चले जाता है. मूविंग टू द नेक्स्ट पॉइंट. Carbon moves from living thing to the atmosphere. As the organisms get decayed or some microorganisms that decayed, तो ये कार्बन क्या करता है? ये अपने आप को मूव करता है from living thing to the atmosphere. And each time you exhale, you are releasing carbon dioxide gas into the atmosphere. So that is the reason when we exhale, you are releasing carbon dioxide gas into the atmosphere, because we human also consume carbon. And then carbon moves from living thing to the atmosphere. Each time you exhale, you are releasing carbon dioxide gas into the atmosphere. Clear with this point? Next point. Decomposers also contribute substantially to CO2 in atmosphere. जो हमारे डिकम्पोजर्स है, द ऑर्गेनिज्म विच डिकम्पोज, they also play a very important role. They also contribute substantially, that is equally to CO2 in atmosphere. So now the question arises that why and how these decomposers can contribute. They have died, they are decomposing themselves, they are finishing themselves. Then how they are contributing to the CO2 in atmosphere, right? So by their processing of waste material, the way they reproduce, the way that they produce waste material and dead organic matter of land and ocean, I'll repeat, by the processing of waste material and dead organic materials of dead and ocean organism also contribute substantially to CO2 in atmosphere. When next point, when fossil fuel burns to power factories or power plant or motor vehicles, most of the carbon quickly enter the atmosphere as carbon dioxide gas. As fossil fuels burn to power factories, पावर प्लांट हो गए, हमारे मोटर व्हीकल्स हो गए, मोस्ट ऑफ द कार्बन क्विकली क्या करते हैं ये लोग, एंटर करते हैं एटमॉस्फेयर में एज कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड गैस. And each year 5.5 billion tons of carbon is released through combustion of fossil fuels. 5.5 billion tons of carbon, 5.5 billion tons of carbon is released through combustion of fossil fuels. Of this massive amount, इतना ज़्यादा amount से 3.3 billion tons stays in the atmosphere. Total है 5.5 जो कि release होता है through combustion of fossil fuels. But out of this massive amount, 3.3 billion tons 3.3 billion tons stays in the atmosphere. Most of the remainder is dissolved in seawater and deposited as calcium or magnesium carbonate compound, which make up shells of marine lives. I'll repeat this point, a very easy point. When fossil fuel burn to power factories or power plant, motor vehicles, most of the carbon dioxide क्या करते हैं, they enter quickly in the atmosphere as हमारा CO2 gas, that is carbon dioxide gas. And each year mainly 5.5 billion tons of carbon is released through combustion of fossil fuel. But out of this 5.5, out of this massive amount, only and only 3.3 of the remainder is dissolved in seawater and deposited as calcium or magnesium carbonate compound, which make up shells of marine life. Clear with this point? Then burning of food, forest fire and combustion of organic matter, fossil fuel and volcanic activity are additional sources for releasing CO2 in the atmosphere. That is, when we burn a wood or the whole forest fire or combustion of some organic matter, fossil fuels और वॉल्केनिक एक्टिविटीज़, ये सारी एक्टिविटीज़ से व्हाट हैपन, releasing of CO2 in the atmosphere. Then after the CO2 is released in the atmosphere, we all know CO2 is very dangerous. Then carbon moves from the atmosphere to the ocean. कार्बन मूव होता है फ्रॉम एटमॉस्फेयर टू द ओशियन. The ocean and the other water bodies absorb some carbon in the form of CO2 from the atmosphere. What carbon is doing? Carbon is moving from the atmosphere to the ocean. The ocean and other water bodies, the ocean and the other water bodies, what they do, they absorb carbon in the form of CO2 from the atmosphere. The carbon is dissolved in the oceanic water. Some amount of the fixed carbon is lost to sediments and the removed from circulation. Moving to the next slide. And then to last point, fossil fuel represent a reservoir of carbon. Carbon cycling occur through atmosphere, ocean and through living and dead organisms, as we have seen in the diagram. Human activities have significantly influenced the carbon cycle. Then what it is saying, कार्बन फ्यूल्स जो है इट रिप्रेजेंट अ रिजर्वायर ऑफ कार्बन. फॉसिल फ्यूल्स जो है इट रिप्रेजेंट अ रिजर्वायर ऑफ कार्बन. कार्बन साइक्लिंग अकर्स थ्रू एटमॉस्फियर, ओशियन and through living and dead organism. Through the atmosphere, ocean and through living and dead organism. Human activities have significantly influenced the carbon cycle, because we humans do lot of activities to influence our carbon cycle. Because any of the step didn't take place, तो पूरी साइकिल, पूरा इकोसिस्टम की बात हो जाएगी. Rapid deforestation and massive burning of fossil fuel. बहुत ज़्यादा deforestation हो रहा है, rapid deforestation, and there is a lot of burning of fossil fuel for energy and transport. They have significantly increased the rate of release of carbon dioxide. What they do, they significantly means importantly, purposefully increase the rate of release. तो लोग ने कितने रेट ऑफ रिलीज़ जब किए थे, उसका रेट क्या है? इंक्रीज द रेट ऑफ रिलीज ऑफ कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड इनटू द एटमॉस्फियर. Thus, the entire carbon cycle is run by basic processes, that is photosynthetic, respiration, decomposition, sedimentation and combustion. We understood each and every term deeply. What is mean by photosynthesis? सनलाइट से जो लाइट आती है वो लीव्स अपने अंदर जमा करके उससे खाना बनाती है, दैट इज़ फोटोसिंथेसिस. फिर प्लांट्स में, एनिमल्स में, बीइंग ह्यूमन और एनी एनिमल, रेस्पिरेशन इज़ वेरी इम्पॉर्टेंट. तो इफ़ यू आर नॉट एबल टू रेस्पायर तो वो कार्बन साइकिल डिस्टर्ब होगी. देन कम्स डिकम्पोजिशन, फिर आता है सेडिमेंटेशन, फिर आता है कंबर्शन. So your students, we will end this video here. In the next part of the video, we will study with the topic phosphorus cycle. So thank you.